bottom are looking at me from the top. I'm from a garden of mud, I'm popping up homie, the cream of the crop. Rise, speaking to God high, leaving the dark times, leaving them cross-eyed, puzzling what it means to suddenly lose 100 G's. Ooh, that hurt. Money trees do ugly things, who trouble me, gon' smack her. Life a bitch, don't wanna live my life like this. Rich inside, bitch, don't need ice my wrist. Fly, but you can't reach heights like this. Glide on the beat like I gon' win. Win or lose, minimal, guess where, get a broom. Pitiful, jet set, pinnacles, interview, next step, river view. Is he too far gone? You are not that though. Milky white, but I'm lactose, been vilified, no mask on. Bitch, I'm getting high, no bath salts, but I'm still dripping on them like a month of shower day. Tripping on me, ain't no Eiffel Tower. Y'all wanna visit, go ahead. Hang with me, get the rope again, got the gang with me, yeah, we don't pretend. Couple bad bitties on the surface spread. This ain't Rack City, but a loaf of bread in my Herschel pack. This ain't theater, I ain't putting no curtain back. Look at the drip I got, you cannot purchase that. I think perks are whack, stop, hurt my back, pop, work them back, block, serve no crack, rock, but I still bubbling those. Last year's prices doubling those. Bad advice is fucking you hoes, I'm done with them though. I come and I go, I'm loving myself, I dug me a hoe. I done it myself, I done it myself, I done it myself.
You can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They're the seed with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change.
Really choppy right now. I don't know what the hell is going on with StreamYard, but this is kind of why I left it in the first place. But we're back on StreamYard. But today, we had a very special guest today. Thank you for tuning in, obviously. And today's guest has quickly made a name for himself in the local rap battle scene, becoming Vancouver's reigning freestyle champion. His talent was recognized on a national level when he became a first rapper from Vancouver to compete in Toronto's King of the Dot Battles. And in 2011 he represented Canada at the end of the week World Finals in Paris, where he secured third place. And he has also shouldered artists like Yelawolf, Royce the 5'9", Rittz, Souls of Mischief, Ghostface, Action Bronson, Raekwon, Method Man, Freddie Gibbs, Tech 9, Sean Price, and MGK, just to name a few. Just a few of them out there. So, so without further ado, anybody, let's bring in Canada's own Junk.
Yo, man. Thank you for having me on the show, brother. Really appreciate that, man. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Let's get the audience going real quick. There we go.
Insert generic stadium cheer.
Right. Yes.
Yes.
I am in my own studio at home, so yes, that is a fake audience, everyone.
There you go.
But yeah, go ahead and take a few seconds to introduce yourself to the people out there.
Yo, you already know, man. It's your boy Junk. Household, Northwest Division, Pay Your Artist, Gallery of Saints. That's the crews. That's the collectives. I just love making art, and I've been doing it for a long time. I don't really intro myself. You know what I mean? I just like listen to the music, and then you'll find out who I am. So, but yeah, I'm just blessed to be on the show, man. Appreciate everybody tapping in. You know what I mean? And yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, you've been in the doing music for like quite some time now. So like I think like 14 it said you were doing like hosting rap battles and stuff.
Yeah, bro. I've been doing hosting open mic nights in Nelson, BC when I was 14. Couldn't even get in the like pubs, doing rap hip hop nights on Thursday nights every Thursday. Went from doing that, hosting hip hop nights, freestyle battling in, lunch rooms and house parties and like proms. People get me to freestyle for their entire prom. I just started freestyling a lot, recording myself with shitty gear that I found in my room and collected, writing rap music ever since I was like 13, probably 12, 13 years old. And I only learned English at around 8 when I first moved to Canada. So I fell in love with the language and hip hop and the music, that came with it. So, and then I obviously tried to do it as well myself and learn English while studying hip hop greats. And it all became kind of a big fusion of what I do now,
Right. Yeah, because I've been listening to music for like a few weeks now, like a couple of months actually. Okay. And I think it was your single Circles that what got me addicted to you. I was just like, this is a tight ass song. And like, I think it was like about a year ago you put it out.
Circles came out in 2022 on the Wake Me Up When It's Over album, but I put the video out like a little over a year ago. So yeah, I put the video out, but yeah, that's a 2022 album. But yeah, that is a crazy song. Very different song. It's more like a happy song, but if you listen to the lyrics, it's kind of melancholy and sad and deals with addiction and breakups and whatnot. So relatable, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, exactly. So what made you get into music? Were you just like born into it, or did you like just like listen to like an artist and say, I want to do this?
I lost you there, but I think, what was the last question?
Oh, like, did you what made you get into music? That was you just like born into it, or did you just want to did you discover like an artist that made you fall in love with it?
I mean, a little bit of both, I think. I mean, my dad is on my dad's side, they're all musicians 500-600 years ago, actually, like trace the lineage. They used to play for kings and queens and barons here. They were like jesters, hence why my whole arm is a bunch of like jesters and clowns and stuff, because that's my family lineage. So entertainers back in 700 years ago. So my dad's a musician, was a musician, was very successful out in Italy. So I used to travel with him on tour every summer from Canada. I used to come back and visit him because he stayed in Italy. But and he used to take me on the road with him for like 2 months at a time during summer break in school. So I would just be on tour in a tour bus, big shows, huge shows. He was a very popular artist out here. So very successful artist, I should say, not popular because he did like alternative rock. But the lifestyle and just how that all went down and just what it means to entertain people and just do music and art and have people reciprocate the love is like, I got a big injection of that from my dad. So I definitely was born into it. But then, I just fell in love with hip hop when I was learning English. So, Mobb Deep, Wu-Tang, NWA, Nas, Jay-Z, you know what I mean? Slick Rick, Pete Rock, Primo, Gangstar, all that that was the first music I started listening to, like hip hop wise. And I just fell in love with it. And obviously I wanted to do that. That was my calling. So mix the two together, and I was kind of born into it. And those were the artists I discovered. That was my era. Yeah. Yeah.
You kind of like took, I don't want to say the Eminem route, but it's kind of like you took the Eminem route. Like you started.
I don't want to say.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't want to say you took the Eminem route, but you took the Eminem route.
Right, exactly. But yeah, you started doing like freestyle battles, and then you pretty much got recognition off that. And then when did you start going like making tracks and making albums and songs and stuff?
To be honest, I was making songs and like albums way before I started rap battling people. In Nelson, BC, shout out to Nelson, British Columbia, small little town, but a hub of artistic people. I used to just go there when I was like 13, 14. My homies, Depth and Peter Payne, they were the ones that introduced me into recording. So I was just recording and writing verses that were like terrible on a shitty sound system I had, or a little recording setup on tapes, Hitachi tape cassette, dual tape player, terrible. And but they were like, they had cool pro edit and a microphone in a little studio and like Fruity Loops and some beats. So I used to go there and then record tracks when I was like 13, 14. And I was actually writing songs before I started battling, because in Nelson there wasn't too many people like rap battling. It was a small town of like 15,000 people. So I just started like freestyling a lot. I love just the off the head. I didn't get into rap battling until I actually moved to Vancouver when I was maybe 17 or 18. I went there from Nelson for music, because after a while in Nelson, there's only so much you can do with 10,000 people in a small little town like that. So I decided to go to the next biggest city, move there by myself. And then I started entering rap battles there and lost a couple. And then I started winning like all of them after a while, because I just had to, you know what I mean? Like you said. So yeah, I kind of Eminem route, you know what I mean? Definitely rap battle my way to the top of some credibility in Vancouver. And that graduated into just making more music and connecting with more artists. And, some of the people I ended up battling became, that we were like kind of beefing, and now like they're still my best friends to this day. And we have crews together. Household is my crew that I have with Hungry. And we met in a rap battle, King of the Dot rap battle, actually. That was after the freestyle battles. But him and I battled so many times, me and Hungry. And it was his birthday yesterday. So shout out to Hungry, happy belated. But, yeah, we're like this. We started our whole crew, Household, and it's just spread all over Canada now. And that all came from rap battling. So I definitely say rap battling is a huge part of my upbringing and defined how I attack certain situations in the music industry now. So for sure.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. It's like, how was it going to like Paris and competing and like having like the whole country on your back, like pretty much competing in that the end of the world,
end of the
battle?
week, end of the week. Well, it wasn't a rap battle. It was like it was like a skills competition. So it was like 5 categories. Like one is a freestyle where you have to pull objects out of a hat. They throw objects at you. You have to incorporate them into a rap. One is trying to battle the DJ. So the DJ would be playing different styles of music. He'd be playing some like Hindu music and then like country, and you have to freestyle to it and be on point and not slip up. And then one would be just a song. Couple, I don't remember the other ones. Like one was a song that you wrote. One was like, maybe just a freestyle for the audience or something. But yeah, that's what it was. It felt cool, bro. That was in 2011, representing Canada, even though I like wasn't born in Canada, which was funny to do. Paris is great. Met a lot of great people there, and just it was a dope vibe. But that was a long time ago already, you know what I mean? But all I remember is those are the kind of moments that just, you got to do that type of stuff. You got to be hungry, win competitions or lose them, or it doesn't matter. Just enter and just push yourself. There is no losing. Even when you lose, like it's a win because you're learning something, you know? So I did so many rap battles and competitions and open mics that just kind of forged me into the MC artist that I am today, just honing my skills with a live audience under dire conditions or a lot of pressure, you know what I mean? So that really made me a strong MC now, I think, you know what I mean? That definitely helped me. Foundation shit.
Right. Now what goes into like your music process? Like when you're starting to write a song, like do you already have a beat in mind, or do you do, I don't know, do you do lyrics first or beat first, or?
It varies, bro. Like,
yeah,
it really varies. And it varies like different periods of my life. I used to just write multisyllabic rhyme schemes. I used to have books, pages, endless pages of just whatever. I'd write things like a Hannibal Lecter for the ambulance stretcher, animal shelter, just for days. I'd have lists like this. So I wouldn't. So then when I would go to a studio or someone would give me a beat or something, I'd have pages of just rhymes that didn't make any sense. They were just rhymes. And then I tried to take those rhymes and put them into a song and into meaning. That was kind of my approach early on. I've drifted away from that. Now I usually just go to the studio and sit there with my engineer or producer, and we just do everything from scratch. Now it's like I don't come prepared at all to a session. I go to a session and it's like whatever I'm feeling that particular day. We're picking samples, making music, playing the guitar, bass, adding drums, and then I'll write lyrics to it after, like on the spot. Everything gets made on the spot now. That's just this. That's the best way to just make something pure and organic and capture that moment. You know what I mean? So, and I do that a lot. That's my process now, but there's been different processes and nothing is right. Nothing is wrong. But for me, the best one is just to go in a studio with no preconceived notions and just cook something up with the producer and a couple, guitar players or whoever's in the building at the particular moment. So shout out to the back end recording in Vancouver. So much talent goes through there. I just pull up there for a few days and we got a bunch of really good records with so many talented people that walk in and out of there. So that's usually how I do it. Whoever's there is like going to be on the track. I'm all about feeling now. That's what I do now. So. Right.
Yeah. So like when you're in it, when you're just pretty much in the studio, just like you said, you pretty much just don't come prepared, like pretty much like I do on this show. But I do my homework and everything, but yeah, I pretty much just do that. But we were talking backstage. We were talking before the show about your upbringing. You were in Germany to Italy, now Canada. Now, do you also have music in German and Italian? Like, do you make your music in both languages or just keep it in English?
Primarily English for sure. I've been speaking that for the last 30 years plus. Like I dream in English. I think in English, I count in English. So it's like English is like my mother language now, but I do have records in Italian, some verses, some bits and pieces here and there. I have a few songs that I have like German, Italian, and English all together. There's one song's called 3, for 3 languages, trilingual. But yeah, I speak English, I speak Italian and German, but like definitely rapping in it is a bit more difficult because I don't have as much practice. But I just finished wrapping up a project with an Italian rapper and a producer out in Milan, Italy, and it's like going to be a mix of Italian and English. Full mixture. Just got back like 2 days ago, actually. I was out there for 5 days cooking up new material, tapping in with some Italian. So yeah, I'm trying to lean into that even more. That's why I'm out in Europe right now. As you can see, my background is, look at this, that wall is like 700-year-old, refurbished, rustic, old like barnyard. This is where I'm at right now. It's a cool little studio space. But yeah, I'm in Italy tapping in with my heritage a bit, and I've been in Germany as well, shooting videos, making content, linking with the Germans out there. But yeah, man, I definitely have some of it, not as much as I'd like to, but that's why I'm here and can always make more,
Right, exactly. Yeah, I've never been overseas, never been to Europe or anything like
okay.
That.
All right.
Like,
yeah, gotta get over here, man.
I've been across the U.S. a few times. I've been to like almost every single state here, but it's like I've never been in like to England or Europe or anything like that. And I always wondered, is it like an older style out there? Is it because here everything's modern, everything's like big, tall, blah 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 blah. But is it like everything over there like made out of like cobblestone and shit like that, or is it? I mean,
it's a mixture of both. Obviously, Europe's way older than again, it depends who you ask and what history you're going for. Obviously, I'm talking white Anglo-Saxon history as they teach in the schools, which is completely flawed. But yes, Europe is a few thousand years old, while the buildings over in our way are like very a couple 300-400 years old max. So and a lot of it's stone and cobblestone and whatnot here, but they got some new stuff here as well. I mean, the big cities, London and Frankfurt and Berlin and Milan and all these places, it's a mixture of modern and old, which is really dope. But yeah, it's a beautiful place. Yeah, no, for sure. It's obviously the history is crazy here. The building is architecture and some of the world's greatest art is here. And, but
right.
Oh,
go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro. We can get into a whole other discussion of like history, which I love my history. You know what I mean? People always say Europe is so much older. It's like the written history may be older, but like there's people all over the planet everywhere for a lot older than just what Europe is, So that's a whole other conversation.
Right. Yeah. Like I always tell people, like I always want to go over there just to check out the history. And people are like, if you want to go to history, go to China, go to Japan, go to like
Facts.
Korea and stuff like that. And there's tons of history there because they're, I don't want to say like Japan, obviously technologically more advanced than us, but it's just like everything over there is like all the houses are still made out of paper and shit like that. And I was just like, I see it on TV, but I never think about it in real life. Like that's how it really is.
I mean, yeah, there's history everywhere, bro. It just depends on who you're talking to or what books you're reading or what books you're not reading. You know what I mean? Everywhere you go, there's something important and historic and interesting to find out. You know, there's people that were there first. You know, that's the real history. But
right. I always want to go to the places where I'm not supposed to go. Like I want to go see where Hiroshima went off and go to that nuclear site out in Russia where no one's supposed to go, where it's all capped off and shit. Chernobyl. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I always wanted to go there, but people are like, you're not supposed to go there. And I was like, well, come on, man. That's where I want to go. That's the cool place.
Hey, fair enough, bro. Those sound like the places I'd go to as well.
Right. Exactly. Now it said like you have worked with a lot of artists too, like Yelawolf. Like I'm not a big fan of Yelawolf because of the whole country rap thing. But
I've never worked with Yelawolf. I've done shows with Yelawolf. I've opened for Yelawolf, but I don't have a song with Yelawolf.
Oh, okay. So how was like opening for him?
That was great. I got to open for him two times. Yeah, it was great. I mean, Yelawolf's a great performer. Right. In the era that I opened up for him, it was Vancouver venue one time and one time Fortune Sound Club, both Vancouver. My old group, Northwest Division, that was comprised of me and Hungry. We got to open for him, and he's a great performer, crazy entertainer. But yeah, no, I never did any music with him. I did music with someone that he works with closely, Kasky, a couple years ago. We did a song called Two Sides. I flew down to Florida and we made that together. He used to be signed to Cash Money Records, to Birdman and Lil Wayne's label. I flew down there, met him. We made that song on the spot and left. Then I came back a couple months later in Florida and we shot music video for it there. So him and Yelawolf have an album together, which maybe is where you got confused or something. But yeah, no, Kasky's crazy. If you haven't checked him out, he's nuts. I've worked with him. So yeah, maybe that's where there's some confusion there or something, but yeah.
I was, like everyone tells me, like, you don't like Yelawolf, he signed with Eminem. And I was like, he didn't sign with Eminem though. He's just he made one album. And it was, like M signed him for one album, and pretty much I think he dropped him after that too, because it was just because of the whole country rap scenario. Like he wanted
Radioactive.
Jeez.
That was the album, Radioactive. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was a decent album, I guess. If you're into that thing, it was a decent album.
Yelawolf's crazy, bro. And Pop the Trunk is my favorite project that he made for sure.
Okay.
You know, different flavors for different neighbors, man. Everybody likes something else, you know what I mean? So
yeah, that's how it is. Yep. Now, have you like, because you've toured with Method Man, Redman, MGK, and all those people. Like, were you kind of like starstruck when you started meeting these guys, or were you just kind of keep a level head? Because people always ask me, like, when I did my interview with Tommy Chong, like, were you starstruck? Like, were you nervous as hell? And I always tell them, yeah, I was really nervous, but once the lights went on, it was just like, boom, it's professional mode, you know?
Right. I never toured with MGK. I opened up for MGK 2 times. 2 different occasions. I did tour with Method Man and Redman a year ago in Canada. We did the Canadian tour with Method Red. Shout out to True Rhythm for putting that on. That was surreal for sure. I mean, I grew up putting posters on the wall of these guys, you know, Method Man and Redman. I used to cut out Source magazine pictures and tape them up on the wall in my room. So, and I listened to Method Red so much, bro. And Redman's like one of the illest top 10 at least MCs out there, you know what I mean? For me, top 5 for other people, but it depends. But yeah, no, meeting those guys was really, really cool. They're super humble, very nice people. Method Man was a little more reserved, you know, but he's like in movies and shows, so he's more of a star. So like people want to take your energy. I get that, you know what I mean? On a smaller level, I totally get that. You got to protect your energy and just be a bit more reserved. Redman was more open, and he was giving me crazy daps, and was really enjoying what I had to offer on the live aspect of the tour for that run that we did. So yeah, good people, and we're super dope. I don't really get too starstruck. I just like, we're all just people, bro. You know, like I'm in my mid 30s here, so like maybe if I was 18 meeting those guys, sure, but like we're all just people, man. People are just people. You know what I mean? I've really just come to terms with that. Just be humble and make good art, and the good people come in your life, bad people come in your life. It's just all part of it, bro. So there's good, there's bad, there's people that are famous, people that aren't, but at the end of the day, we all bleed. That's all that matters, you know?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Which is your favorite venue that you performed at?
Favorite venue that I've ever performed at? That's really hard, man. Yo, I'm just gonna go with off the cuff. I played in this venue in Athens, Greece, like a few months ago with Mobb Deep. I don't remember what the place was called, but that place was crazy. The show we did in Athens. Yeah, I just toured with Mobb Deep across Europe this winter, just a few months ago. That was probably one of my favorite shows and venues I've ever played at. I don't remember what the place was called. But that was crazy. Yeah, shout out to Athens, Greece. Wild ass crowd.
Wow.
Also, I'm gonna plug my home city too, Vancouver. Playing at the Commodore a couple years back. That was like a highlight for me because that's a legendary venue. David Bowie, Marley, and Nirvana, they all played there. So having shared a stage with those artists, that was really dope. That was crazy. That was on a bucket list for me. Commodore is the spot in Vancouver to play for legendary status, you know? So I was blessed to be able to play there. Shout out to Commodore, yeah.
Yeah, like how is it out in Vancouver, like the independent scene? Like, do you guys help each other? Or is it pretty much like every man for himself?
You know what, man? It's getting better. Yeah, it's getting better, to be honest. It really is getting better. It used to be super cliquey. Of course, it still is like that because everybody's just struggling to, you know, protect what they have. So once somebody builds a little something, it's hard for them to give their reins to somebody else. That's what they think anyways. But it's getting a lot better, man. I mean, the thing is with Vancouver, it's not like Toronto. Toronto is like our New York. Toronto has the Spotify offices and the Universal and all that. Vancouver doesn't have any of that. You know what I mean? So Vancouver, I find artists like myself, they're like forced to be DUI, like do it yourself, DIY, DIY. Pardon me, my dyslexia is kicking in clearly. It's like it's like a breeding ground for do it yourself artists because there is no infrastructure, there is no labels, there's no scouts that are checking you out there. You know what I mean? So you have to almost wear all the hats and become your own artist manager, find the studios, find your videographers, build your own team up, and just do all your own marketing, like postering your stuff, making flyers, throwing your own shows. You have to learn how to be an agent, a promoter, all of that, which is good. And a lot of successful artists come from the West because they've had to master all these things. So they really know how the industry works once they get to the next step. So it's good, but it's a very indie city. It's a very independent driven city. It's getting a bit better. We've had the Junos there, which is like our Grammys in Canada. And, yeah, it's definitely growing. And people are also, you know, my team, Household, the Collective, and Money Hungry at the back end in Vancouver. They're two great collectives of just connecting with other artists, small or big, and bringing them together and bridging the gap with like styles. Maybe this guy does some trappier street stuff and this guy's doing some more artsy stuff, and then putting them together and making something and just connecting different people from different walks of life is definitely something we pride ourselves on doing as Household and Money Hungry and the team that I roll with. So, but there's definitely some growth going on there. But yeah, it's a big independent artist city, that's for sure. 100%.
Yeah, it's how it is here in Michigan too. Was this? There's a lot of really really good independent rappers, not even just rappers, just like musicians all around.
Yeah. Where are you right now?
I live in Michigan.
Okay, I mean Michigan is big, so like, are you like close to Detroit or?
Oh, I'm about 2 hours north of Detroit.
Oh, okay. I mean, do you know Michigan's got some crazy rappers. Where?
Yeah. Do you know where Saginaw is? Saginaw, Michigan.
That sounds familiar to me. I couldn't locate it on a map, but I've definitely heard that before. So yeah. It's about like 20 minutes east of me. That's where I grew up. Okay. Cool. Dope, man. Yeah, no, Detroit has, I mean, Michigan, I mean, obviously, you know, but there's a lot of great talent. I love Danny Brown, is one of my favorites from From Michigan, he's crazy, but yeah, man,
Yeah.
independent. I think it's like that everywhere. You know what I mean? Just a lot of indie artists. You know, unless you're in LA, Atlanta, New York, you know, where all the hubs and all the studios and executive buildings of all these companies that are controlling the music industry are, then it's almost like you just got to grind your way independently until you catch a lucky break. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, it's kind of like that. I like kind of like the independent scene more than I like the mainstream music scene.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot of mainstream music out there that's just like it's you know, like I don't want to hear anybody like shooting everybody. Like we did that in the 90s. It's that we did that already. You know, we all know that hip hop is not real. Like I heard I was watching an interview with like 6ix9ine, Takeshi 6ix9ine, and he's like, I didn't know hip hop wasn't real. I didn't know rap wasn't real. And I was like, what do you mean? You really think these people are out here shooting each other every damn day and just getting away with it and just coming out and making records about it? Like, come on, dude. But yeah, you just see that. I mean, a lot of that nowadays.
That's not hip hop though. That's like formulaic rap product, factory pressed, and like the people that own these labels, they're injecting billions of dollars into this messaging because, you know, again, not to get too deep, but like the prison industrial complex is thriving off privatized prisons. So, you know, sending people to prison, and a great way to send people to prison is by giving money to a bunch of derelict and deconstructive, you know, messaging that the youth will absorb, and then they want to emulate that, and then they are fucking sipping lean and shooting people and robbing people, and then they end up in jail for 20 years making license plates and ropes and chains for free labor, basically. So companies that are all tied into that are making benefits off that. Like it gets hella deep. It's on some Kanye West type shit, but like there is a reason why that's the music that is at the forefront, why they're pushing that so much. You know what I mean? Like it's materialistic. So it pushes buying things, selling things. It's capitalism on crack. You know what I mean? And it brings people to prison. Like it's a perfect business model on how to corrupt the mind state of young impressionable people. You know what I mean? And then they do that shit. People that don't have no business selling drugs, or they got rich parents that are moving keys, and it's like, why are you doing that? You know what I mean? They're just way too influenced. So it's a dangerous weapon, man. Messaging and programming is crazy, and it's not only in hip hop, it's in movies, and it's all over the place, man. But it gets deep like that. It gets real deep. So yeah, but that doesn't mean that everything mainstream is bad. There's also crazy, amazing stuff in the mainstream, and there's also, I'd say, there's more terrible music, independent music, because everyone now, especially rap, you can give anybody a microphone and a computer. You literally, for $200, you can make an album in your room, and then you think you're a rapper because you have a couple songs uploaded to Spotify. It's like, bro, there's so many terrible rappers, bro, so many terrible MCs, and it doesn't mean that they're maybe not going to become great, but it's like the times of having to, you know, host an open mic night and freestyle for 10 years to get somewhere and rap battle, all that. It's dissipating. So it doesn't build the hunger, and it doesn't build and mold the artist as an MC. You know, now it's like someone will literally start recording music. 3 months later, they got millions and they're getting booked, and then they're playing over their own vocals because they've never had this schooling, or they've never been taught, or never had to grind for 10 years on how to actually build their craft and like hold a mic properly and kill a crowd and know how to play a small crowd of 10 people to 5 people to then 500 to then 1,000. You know what I mean? All that is like vanishing, man. So independent artists that are truly about their craft is literally the backbone of everything we do, man. So shout out to them.
Yeah, just to speak on like the whole preparation thing, like if we're an independent artist, like we went to see Riff Raff, it was a couple years ago, went and saw Riff Raff in Detroit, and all he did,
I got stars
was pretty
in
much
the roof of my car. I love Riff Raff, man. I love him.
Big fan of Riff Raff, love his music, I really do. I will never go see him in concert again, because all he did was sit there and vibe out to his own music with a drink in his hand. Like half the time he didn't even have a microphone. He's just sitting there like just drinking, having fun with everybody.
That's crazy.
It wasn't. It's like, come on, learn your lyrics, bro. Like,
that's
why are
crazy.
you doing this?
Yeah, that's wild, man. Yeah. I mean, that's like That's like going to pay to see Kobe Bryant, and then he's just sitting on the bench the whole time. You know what I mean? It's like, bro,
Right.
like, come on. People are paying to come see you, but it is what it is.
Like sipping on his Gatorade and just pumping up the crowd every once in a while, you know.
But out of
let's go,
all the
guys.
people out of all the people you mentioned, or that we could be mentioning,
Uh-huh.
I'm okay with Riff Raff doing that. Riff Raff, let him do whatever, man. Shout out to Riff Raff, bro.
Yeah. I remember I was watching. Have you ever seen the movie Waiting? With him and it has Riff Raff in it and Andy Milonakis. It's about a restaurant industry, pretty much.
Fuck, I don't think I have, man. No.
But it's like I didn't even know that was Riff Raff at first, and I was like, that little kid grew up to be like a big time rapper.
No,
like
crazy,
he was in there with Andy Milonakis, and I was like, it was just insane.
Word, yeah, no, I haven't checked that out. Shout out to Riff Raff, man. I did a show with Riff Raff before. He's dope though. He's got crazy creative raps. He's just like he's a creative dude, so I'm not hating.
Right. Yep. I love it. Like I said, I love his music, but I'll never go see him in concert again. Love it. But yeah, let's we're about the halfway point. So yeah, let's get into a video real quick. I was gonna play the Circles video, but you're like, no, don't play the Circles video. He didn't he wasn't.
No, I mean you can play the Circles video. It's a great video. It's a nice piece of art, but like if you're gonna show a video, I'd rather have you show the one that I just dropped like a few days ago. New song, new video, shot out in Berlin, Germany. You know, my old stomping grounds. So
yeah. You want to take us into a little intro into this video?
Yeah, let's go. Yo, this joint's called That Love, produced by my guy Starcore off the Together in Pieces 4 EP. Yeah, I went out to Berlin, Germany, shot it with my homie Jerome that I met out there in the last 6 months, and we made 2 music videos, bunch of content. But it's a beautiful video, shot in the city that I grew up in for a few years, and it's all about just showing people some love. And even if you're getting like some negativity thrown your way, just like be grateful for being alive and show those people some love too, because they probably need it more than they're in need of hatred back. You know what I mean? So just showing love to your homies, to your people, your friends, family. It's a summer vibe. That Love, produced by Starcore. Run it.
All right, let's get into it, guys. Turn your volumes up. Here we go.
We feeling grateful this year. I appreciate everybody tapping in. Love my family, love my friends. You should do that too. Hey, break bread with your people, you know. That's that love. I only wear my homies' brands, you know. That's that love. On the west or the east, you know. That's that love. If they gone, rest in peace, you know. That's that love. Give some help to the youngins, you know. That's that love. If they work and give them money, you know. That's that love. That love. That love. That love. Be grateful. Help people out if they seem hateful. Be a leader, not a follower, let the sheep chase you. They can only cross you over if you got some weak ankles. We are not a subscription, we cannot be canceled. Good people, we gon' win when it team natural. Crooked frames crack they shells like they pea stash. Show forgiveness when they change, that's the revalue. If they don't, fuck them, gotta cut them if they devalue. All your progress and drain all your energy to gain for the lames and the lanes they pretend to be. But don't let their ways get you phased, I've been guilty of it. It's double A to the grave, really built from nothing. Love seeing success on others, been a special summer. To every ex, I hope you're blessed and that you get your comfort. We need to show more love and give people their flowers. True signs of a leader, let's keep those in power. Break bread with your people, you know. That's that love. I only wear my homies' brands, you know. That's that love. On the west or the east, you know. That's that love. If they gone, rest in peace, you know. That's that love. Give some help to the youngins, you know. That's that love. If they work and give them money, you know. That's that love. That love. That love. That love. That love. I say energy is everything and action over words. You know that's that love. The other standards are absurd. Practice what you preach, get a seed and then plant it in the dirt. Water that shit, watch it spring and be thankful to the earth. Ride around with day ones, got no time for fake love. Got a problem, say something. Mind and body stay up. That's the mantra, that's the motto that I'm living by. I'm drinking matcha, no more bottles, got my spirit right. A bit of kratom in my OJ got me feeling nice. Nice like when the homie text you just to kick it out. Make sure you give it back, it's reciprocal. Stand on your business, be a stand-up individual. You ain't good at math, we'll just add that as your principle. Show love to get it, to be happy and not miserable. I'm talking to myself, it's like a manual to me. If someone down, pick them up, that shit actually is free. Ay. break bread with your people, you know. That's that love. I only wear my homies' brands, you know. That's that on the west or the east, you know. That's everywhere. If they gone, rest in peace, you know. That's that give some help to the youngins, you know. That's what I mean. If they work and give them money, you know. That's that love. That love. That love. That love. To all my young people, to all my old people, we're all just people. Gotta respect yourself. Gotta respect others. That's that love.
Dope.
Yeah. Word up, man.
Love.
That's that love, bro.
Singing that all day.
It's a summer joint. That's why I dropped it now. It's like a nice, positive, easy bars to listen to, but like a good message. You know what I mean? So talking about, it's funny. That's why I got you to play that record. We were talking about just the deconstructive messaging in a lot of the music. So it's like you got to spread some love and some positivity, man. People are just way too negative all the time. So that cheesecake at the end, so fucking good, bro. Whew, that cheesecake was crazy. Oh man, it was the best cheesecake I ever had in my life. Fun fact.
Like when you travel, like, do you like the U.S. food better, or is it so much better over there, like overseas?
Come on, man. U.S. food. Let's be real. U.S. food is trash, bro. You're talking to an Italian over here. Like Italian food, Italian kitchen trumps every other kitchen in the world. So the best food that you guys have is literally Italian food. It's your pizzas. In New York, everyone eats pasta and shit, but that's like the dumbed down version. In Italy is crazy, bro. I literally just had a pistachio tiramisu out of a fucking mocha like a couple days ago. Best thing I've ever had in my life. It's crazy, bro. Like the Italian food is next level. Food in Europe is great, but Italian food is crazy. For me, top 3, Italian, Thai, Mexican. Those are the best foods right there.
Thai food. Yeah, not a big fan of Thai food, but I like.
Oh, Thai food is so good, bro. Come on, man. Pad Thai. Yeah. Let's go, bro. A nice Pad Thai, like a nice lemon chicken, sesame chicken, a little peanut chicken, some tom kha kai, some nice like coconut soup with mushrooms in it, chicken pieces. Let's go, man.
See, that's the only kind of Thai food I've had around here is like you said,
Thai
peanut
box.
Chicken. Yeah, Thai box. Yeah. Like peanut chicken and shit like that.
That's that American shit. Fast food, Americanized versions of everything. Don't get me wrong. I love a cheeseburger, you know. I love burger and fries. Shout out to burgers and fries. I love fast food, but if we're talking actual quality of food, no, you're not going to beat anything that you find over here in Italy, especially Italy.
Right. I always say, like, people always say like a pizza was originated in New York. And I'm like, you're fucking stupid. Go overseas. Come on.
Yeah, there's a lot of theories on where the pizza derives from. Yeah.
I'm like, the hamburger's not even from here. That's like the most American food in this country, and it's not even from here.
Facts.
It's literally from Hamburg. So, but that's that love. That track, you're gonna be bumping that in your music for a long time.
Thanks. Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, I just added it to my live set. Yeah, it's a catchy joint. I just added it to my live set. I'll be doing that next month on the road. EP's out now, Together in Pieces 4. Check out Together in Pieces 1, 2, and 3 that I did in 2019. This is in 2025 now. So got 4 of them. New music's out. Another video is coming out next week off the same EP as well. So be on the lookout for that. But thank you for tapping in, man.
Yeah. It's like your music is like it's so polished and ready. It's like polished and ready to go, ready for radio right now.
Man, yeah, not a lot of my stuff's ready for radio. You know what I mean? This one is more geared towards that. Just good messaging, simple but effective. Most of my stuff is like pretty abstract and poetic, and it makes you really think a lot. You know what I mean? Where it's like, what is even saying? Maybe, but I do it for me. It's kind of niche, but felt like I needed a couple records that were just more digestible. So this is one of them.
Right. Yeah. You drop a lot of like freestyles too off of Instagram. I've been following you on Instagram for a while.
Oh, yeah.
You just pretty much ask people like, hey, you guys want another freestyle right now, or do you want to wait? And everyone's like, no. And you're just like, okay, do it. Like what? It's like, do you just like, is that just all pure entertainment for you, or is it pretty much?
Yeah, I mean,
practice?
it's all of it, man. Keeps your blade sharp. It's entertainment for others. I understand the dynamic of having it, like, I call it plugging the meter. You know what I mean? Like, your social media platforms are literally your own TV show that people are tuning in. So if you give them something to be entertained by, they'll tune in more often, kind of thing. But I also like to do it. So I don't like being a slave to it, but I like to do it. So.
Right. Like, have you ever like had any songs go, like that were found like by music supervisors and were used for like movies or TV shows or anything like that?
Still waiting for that, brother. Still, there's always
Okay.
rumblings, this, that, but like a lot of my music is like, it's pretty dark and intense, you know. So I could see something like that, love making it there. So I'm starting to just make a couple other joints that are more geared to a little more universally friendly appeal. That without losing my integrity, obviously, because that's the first thing that I care about. But yeah, I haven't had anything pop up in a movie or in a TV show, man. Not yet, you know. So,
right.
But there's still time.
There's always time. Always time.
Yeah.
Like, I always wondered how people like, because I had a guy on the show. His name was Chris Redburn, and he pretty much just dropped a whole bunch of knowledge for me about music supervisors. He's like, you got to send your music in to music supervisor because that's where the money's at. That's where residual money's coming from. You got to, once you get hit by one of those guys, that check keeps coming.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yep, that's how you get residual income off of your music.
Yeah, no, facts. That's very true. Yep.
Or if you're just into love for it, you just tour your ass off too. And if you just love,
I tore my ass off for sure. I love it. Do a lot of touring, put out a lot of music, sell a lot of merch, make a lot of different designs. Got a couple brands going: the household brand, the pay your artist brand. Help other people with their projects musically, writing them. You know, kind of like artistic director, creative director for other people's projects. So I love to do it, but I would love to get a residual check on just a movie placement. It's nice money there, that's for sure. Yeah.
Have you heard of Jonesin? He's an artist out here. He's from Los Angeles. He was from Detroit and moved out to Los Angeles, and one of his songs got picked up by ESPN. And that was like years ago. And he's like, I'm still getting checks from that fucking show.
Yeah, that's
I'm
dope.
Still getting checks from that shit. But you know, it's just like, that's the way to go.
Yeah, 100%, man.
So be rich and famous, signing CDs and stuff like that too. You can do that too.
Definitely.
Now, were you one of those people that used to like go to the malls and fairgrounds and stuff and with like burn CDs and everything and passing them out? Or did you used to like bootleg your CDs like that?
Oh, for sure, man. I used to just burn a bunch of discs, hand them out. Then I started actually manufacturing them, you know, properly and whatnot, and selling them on the street, just hustling, walking up and down the street, just telling people, yo, man, you like hip hop? You like hip hop? You like hip hop? If someone's like, yeah, then it's like, let me rap you a verse. What do you want? Political, personal, anything. And now I rap them an acapella verse, and either they'd be like, get the fuck out of my face, or they buy the CD off me. You know what I mean? Most of the time people were pretty chill. I sold a lot of CDs like that. Shout out to my dog, Cole Brownstone household. Catch 23 used to go by. We sold a lot of CDs like that in the street. Just guerrilla tactics, you know?
Have you ever been banned from anywhere? Because I've had a few artists come on here and say, I'm kicked out of like this certain kind of malls. I'm kicked out of fairgrounds in this city.
Nah, never been banned. I'm banned out of a couple clubs for like getting into fights and shit like that, but never been banned from like a mall or anything. No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I used to have people on here all the time. Like, he's like, one artist was on here. He's like, I'm still banned from like the mall down in Flint. I can't go down there.
Oh shit!
Like 20 years later, they still know who I am, and you're like, get the fuck out of here.
That's
like,
crazy.
You don't have the CDs of Spotify now. Yeah, it's all Spotify.
Yeah, get over it, guys.
Right, exactly.
That's crazy.
Like people that still have your picture hanging up on the wall somewhere, like 25 years later.
Jesus,
nope, you can't be here.
It's like statute of limitations is passed, man. Come on.
Right, exactly. I got kicked out of like the local community center.
Yeah.
When I was like, I think I was like 17 or 18 for fighting, and I went back there probably about 3 years ago, and they still said, we're not supposed to let you in, but it's been so long that you're okay to come in now.
Oh my God.
I was like, you really had to come up to me and to say, hey, you're not supposed to be here, but we're going to be nice and let you in. 20
That's
years
crazy.
ago. Come on, bro.
That's insane. That's
Like,
insane.
Get over it. Yeah,
That's
seriously,
insane.
get over it. But yeah, geez. So what do you got coming on in the future? What's the future plans for Junk?
Future plans is I'm about to tour with Onyx, the legendary Onyx, all over Europe starting next month. Got like 15 shows. And I got a festival in Finland that I'm co-headlining with Conway the Machine. All over Europe, got like 8 or 9 countries that I'm hitting. And then I'm dropping another music video, another album, this time with my homie Hungry. So that'll be the second album of the year. This year I'm dropping 2 albums and 1 EP. So I'm dropping 1 more album this year, another tour in Europe, then 2 tours in Canada, September into October, and then I'm going to chill and probably start working on this next project with another really crazy producer out in Vancouver. He's from LA. I'm not going to give that away yet, but he works with a bunch of TDE people.
Okay.
And then we're locked in this winter in Canada and Vancouver. He's coming up. We're going to cook. And then I'm back on the road for the Horrible Pleasures tour in March 2026. So basically the rest of the year, I'm just like touring Europe and Canada, releasing another few projects, music videos, and dropping a brand new website for householdrecords.com. It'll be Household Productions, actually, .com. And then a whole new merch line and a new Pay Your Artist merch line as well. So super busy, bro, just grinding away, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. You are. You're really busy. Like you, like I do appreciate you coming on the show and taking time on. I was like, this guy's everywhere, like all the time.
I appreciate you having me on, bro. I just, I'm indie, you know what I mean? Like I said, I don't come from a place where there's much infrastructure for the type of music that I do. So just got to grind and do everything yourself, run all the businesses, multiple businesses, and just like try to be everywhere and be present. And meanwhile, keep your sanity and, be positive. And that's literally what I've been doing. And things grow every year a little bit, you know what I mean? So I'm blessed. I'm super grateful.
Now, before we go, I always ask everybody this question, and sometimes it makes the episode about 20 to 30 minutes longer. But if you could tour with anybody and have them have an opening act, anybody's your opening act, you're the headline and you're the tour. Like, who would you be? Like, who would you go on tour with? I know you've already been on tour with a lot of people, so this is a little harder for you.
To be honest, bro, I would just bring my people with me. You know, the people that are super talented, people that I know, Messiah, Hungry, Freelance Flint, IR Evan, D-Rec, Jasper Shreds, Jade Monet, Isaiah East. These are all Vancouver people. These are all people that I work with, that are incredible artists that are all always working, putting out projects, but also have life's hard, man. You can't just decide, hey, I make music and then just be on the road all the time. Like I've been living out of bags for the last 3 years, again, just on the road constantly. So I've sacrificed having a place and a car and all that shit because I'm just constantly traveling. And, a lot of these people, they have families, they have children, daughters, sons, and they're studying to do other stuff at school. But these are incredible people. And if I had the opportunity, with a big budget, I would bring all these people with me and make sure they're all paid and get to do what they really want to do. And that's that music shit. So,
right. Exactly. Where would you guys go?
This would be a big global tour, household global,
Everywhere.
take the entire planet, man, all over the place. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah, man.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, all right. I do thank you for, like I said before, I thank you for coming on. I know you're a busy person, busy
Appreciate
man. Yeah, I appreciate the time that you did give me. And we do have, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, brother.
I do have one more video that we're gonna show. Well, it's an audio track, but I kind of made it a video. But it's Two-Faced with, is it Drezus? Drezus, okay.
Crazy rapper, man. Insane rapper from Canada. First Nations rapper, MC, talented man, super dope. It was cool. Bridging gaps once again. That's what we love to do. And produced by my guy IR Evan out of Vancouver. So before you show this video, I actually have to jet. So I'm going to say bye to you now, and I won't have time after the show is over. So I just want to say thank you for having me and just hollering at me and supporting me, bro. I really appreciate that. And I hope you keep tapping in with me, and I'll definitely keep checking in for you as well. So much love. check out the Together in Pieces 4 EP and my No Water in Hell Volume 2 album that I just dropped within a month. Much love. And if you want to support me further, my name is junk.com for merch, tour dates, any more stuff on my bio, videos, all the updates are there. My name is junk.com. Peace out, everybody. Thank you for tapping in. Peace, man.
All right. Yeah, I thank you for coming on, bro. Like, safe travels.
Appreciate
it. Oh, here he goes. Sorry, everyone, but yeah, he's a busy man, so we had to cut this episode a little bit short. Usually I go about hour and a half, but we're 55 minutes in, so yeah, we're about an hour. So I do want to thank special thanks for Junk for coming on, and we're gonna get into this video. Before I go though, I have to plug June 1st. June 1st, we have Impeccable Skills coming on. He's gonna come and drop some tracks for us, and he's gonna chit chat with me as everybody else does. So with that, we leave you with Junk, Two-Face, with Dreezus. I hope I said that right. So I'll see you guys next week. Love y'all. Stay up. Peace.
Too many out here telling that they grinding, but they ain't really never put no time in. Yeah, they want the necklaces and diamonds, but no evidence, and then y'all never be shining. Too many out here telling that they grinding, but they ain't really never put no time in. Yeah, they want the necklaces and diamonds, but no evidence, and then y'all never be shining. They ask me life, what's the meaning to it? I'm not quite sure, think it's learning and just being a student, picking up on situations, failing and being foolish, reconfiguring your whole shit and then seeing through it. Like a keyhole with no key in it, looking to the next room to really see who's a free spirit. Get the rope, let's see who's hanging on each lyric. I only reflect on songs I see mirrors. Just buy my girl a diamond, I guess we gon' see Paris. Stay grounded like a vegetable, next ring I buy gon' need carrots. So ahead of my time, I don't know what a leap year is. There I go again bragging, inherently materialistic but never tired to carrying friends baggage. If you were, what are you they friend for? I guess even your circle can cross you like Connect for. That's the reason you be keeping them connects for, so you get access to the dough like a bread drawer. 10-4, copy that. Every time I do something I hate it when they copy that. Call me back if I call with a proposition. See me in your kitchen jar, shopping for a pot to piss and crawling from the bottom to become a walking contradiction. Hypocritical, but in this I am not complicit. Not a superstar, but I come a long way from washing dishes. A long way from that, came a long way from that. Too many out here telling that they grinding, but they ain't really never put no time in. Yeah, they want the necklaces and diamonds, but no evidence, and then y'all never be shining. Too many out here telling that they grinding, but they ain't really never put no time in. Yeah, they want the necklaces and diamonds, but no evidence, and then y'all never be shining.
Real steppers ain't gotta talk. I got the blood of evil sitting on my tomahawk. Sheesh. Thinking back to wilder times, when you really for the people, you ain't gotta lie. You bound to fail if it's all about the dollar signs. Word to nip, life is all about a marathon. On the rise, always raising up that bottom line. Too many people pocket watching like they out of time. For real, like a rock of mink. Idolizing false prophets, got us out of sync. With all these fake lies teaching y'all how to think. No wonder why the fuck we all on the brink. Damn. I'ma light a smudge for us. Abalone shell with some fresh white sage that I picked with my mama on a sunny ass day, no lie. I wish you and yours more and more lie.